Hello and welcome to the shed. In today's video I've got a bit of a boring video for you. We're going to be looking at drills, drill drivers, drill bits and all that good stuff. So let's jump in and get started. So first of all we have the brace and bit here. So this is a full set of Irwin twist bits. There is a Jennings pattern and an Irwin pattern. We won't get into that, but this is a complete kit running from 1/4 inch all the way up to 1 inch in size. Now, these do work very well if you're driving them into timber, but they do need to have the lead screw to pull them through. These excel in these larger sizes. The smaller ones do work, but these sort of smaller ones up to about 3/8 of an inch I find don't work quite as well, and that's where just a normal wood drill bits or twist bits work. But anything larger than that, these are far superior than using the larger style of drill bits. So that's the brace and bit. They work well. If you can get a full set of bits, that's great. You do have more modern versions that are designed with a square shank that seem to go in impact drivers. That's not something I'm familiar with, but some of them you can get to fit in these. But what the 2-jaw brace, which most of the vintage ones are, you can see there's only 2 jaws. They require what's called a square tapered bit. You can clearly see here how that's square tapered, and it allows the jaw to come in above and it locks in across a corner like that to hold it in place. Then we have our conventional egg beater and what's called a breast drill bit here. You can find a lot of these. These are geared with a double gearing, lower gearing on one side, higher gearing on the other. It's all interchangeable. You take it all apart, you move it around. This is one that I restored. It works well and is actually good for larger stuff. These come in, this is probably one of the smaller ones. You can get really, really big ones, and they were used for heavy metal working and all of that back in the day, even before some of the post drills and stuff existed. They were used for heavy work, and you could push the breast of them in here. That's why they're called a breast bit. Push your breast against them to push weight on them, and so you can operate in all sorts of weird angles and get pressure using your body. Then we just have the standard egg beater one. Now, this one was the, I know it's a Miller's Falls one. I believe it was a Miller Falls number 2. Now, if you are looking for one of these ones have a smoother action if they have the 2 cogs here. So if you can get one with the 2 cogs, that's great. This one came with just the traditional straight fluted drill bits. They work well. It's nice to have some extra stored away in the handle, and this actually works really, really well. It has just as good action as any that I've used. It's very smooth, and it chews through wood, timber, whatever you're actually using, and driving bits. It works just as well as my battery drill, and that's why I love it. And it's unpowered, so you don't actually have to worry about power with you if you've got that. So we're not completely against power and technology here. So the next one is a battery drill, and I consider this a hand tool to go along with these other tools. All of you have seen these, all of you use them, you know how useful they are. So useful to be able to operate at one hand and use your other hand to hold things, and the power that one of these has sometimes can outdo the vintage ones, but that's not always the case. I've found that a good, breast piece like this can have just as much power, if not more, than one of these, and a lot more control. So it's really up to you what you use. This one is a DeWalt. You don't have to use a DeWalt. It's just the one that I happened to pick up that was good value when I got it, and this has seen a lot of use. You will have seen me use it in my videos quite a bit. So along with all our drivers, we obviously need to have a look at what we're going to use to drill holes and what we're going to use to drive screws. What I have here is brad point bits. So they have a point in the middle here that you put into the timber so they don't ride on the timber when you're drilling. Then I've got a standard, it's a split point, just standard twist drill bit, double twist drill bit. And then I have these drivers. These ones happen to be a professional line of fish drill bits. They're a German brand. They're regarded as some of the best out there that you can get, and this set wasn't their premium set, but it was actually a pretty damn good price for the quality of these, and these work really, really well. I've probably only had these 9-10 months, and they just work really, really well. This set here I've had for over a year now. You can see I've snapped a few of the smaller ones. These ones are X-Torque brand. They're cobalt coated drill bits. They have a whole bunch of different coatings and things available. This one happens to be, as it says, a 28-piece set, so it goes all the way from 1mm up to 10.5mm, all in 5mm increments. I think for the most part it's all 5mm. There's a 0.2. There's a little difference in these, but for the most part it's a half. And these, the fish bit runs all the way from 13mm down to 1mm in 0.5mm increments as well. And what I have here is just a X-Torque brand once again. This was on special when I got it. I got it for 20 bucks. I think they're normally about 60, these ones, and so I couldn't not get this. So this is a kit that has the 3 different sizes of Phillips. So number 1, number 2, and 3. And then on the other side here, we have a couple of different star drives in 2 different sizes. This is a hex driver, 2 square drivers, and then a flathead, which is only in 1 size. So the only thing this kit doesn't have is all the sizes of the flathead, and it doesn't have any posi drive bits in here either. What I liked about this particular kit is that the steel on these, even when they ride out of your screws, it's much stronger than your little muck metal grey ones that go into those magnetic heads. These are very, 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 very strong, and as you can see, some of these have had a lot of use, but it hasn't actually burred the head of them off. And I've had this kit for about 3 years now, and never have I had a driving kit such as this that's lasted as long as this one. Normally I've just gone for the cheaper ones, and those bits just snap and break, and so you go through heaps of them. And this one, they're all still functional after quite a lot of use. So there you have it, folks. That's what I use to drill holes and drive bits. I'd love to hear what you use in the comments down below. And while you're down there, do hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Hit that big red subscribe button if you haven't. Don't forget to hit the bell and select all so you don't miss out on any new episodes. And if you'd like to see the video that spurred these individual videos that I've been doing, do check out the Traveler's Toolkit video right here. Bye for now.